Have you ever wondered if there's a way to predict the future? What if I told you there's a practice known as sortilege that's been used for centuries? Welcome to the intriguing world of sortilege. This ancient art form is the realm of the Sortilegus, a unique breed of practitioners who have renounced all other brujo talents, focusing solely on the casting of lots. Now, what does this mean? Well, let me explain. Sortilege is the practice of divination, using objects of significance, typically bones, to form patterns on the ground. These patterns are then interpreted by the Sortilegus, who has the knowledge to discern signs of fortune and misfortune. But this isn't a passive process. Oh no, quite the contrary. The Sortilegus actively curses the enchanted pieces as they fall, manipulating the outcome in subtle ways. This form of sortilege is a mana-intensive process. It's like a costly investment, but its outcomes can be devastatingly effective. For every magic point invested, the Sortilegus can reduce certain attributes of their target. Whether it's their attack, defense, or even their health points, nothing is safe from the power of sortilege. The success of sortilege is determined by a series of complex calculations involving the practitioner's manipulation skill and the target's resilience. And its duration? Well, that's determined by a spell expiry roll. This means that a skilled Sortilegus can potentially influence a target's fate for a considerable length of time. Advanced Sortilegus take this art form a step further. They use miniature proto-physical pieces that represent various elements, ranging in quality from stone and wood, through lead and silver, to brass and even gold. Each piece carries its own significance, adding another layer of complexity to this fascinating process. In a way, sortilege is a form of gambit, a high-stakes game played with the threads of fate itself. It's a dance between chance and skill, a delicate balance between the known and the unknown. And for those who master this art form, the world becomes a playground where the future is simply another puzzle to be solved. As with many mystical practices, sortilege has its roots deep in the past. The ancient art of divination by casting lots, or sortilege, is an age-old tradition, steeped in mystery and the supernatural, hailing from the far reaches of the East. It was a popular method used in the Oriental nations to detect the guilty party in a predicament. Imagine a scene where King Saul discovers his son Jonathan disobeying his command to abstain from food, all by casting lots. Or even the sailors who, by a similar method, found Jonah to be the cause of the storm they were caught in. The practice of sortilege was not limited to one method. It was as diverse as the cultures that used it. From rhabdomancy, which is divination using rods, to cleidomancy, divination using keys, to the most common method of casting dice, the ways were numerous. The Greeks had their unique spin on sortilege, using what they called sortes thriakai, or thrian lots. Named after the Thriae, the three nymphs believed to have nursed Apollo. These lots were pebbles or counters marked with special characters. These were cast into an urn, and the first to emerge was believed to hold the answer to the future. Not to be outdone, both the Greeks and Romans had their own version, known as sortes viales, or street and road lots. Here, the curious would carry lots with them, each marked with different inscriptions. A chance encounter with a boy on the street, a random draw of a lot, and voila, you have a prophecy. The Egyptians, according to Plutarch, took this a step further, believing that the actions and words of boys held prophetic meaning. In fact, they would sometimes position a boy, or even a man, in a public place to offer responses to all comers, casting dice on a tablet filled with predictive verses. Despite the passage of time and the evolution of civilization, sortilege has remained a constant. Despite its antiquity, sortilege has managed to survive and evolve, retaining its mysterious allure. Its ancient roots continue to captivate us, reminding us of our enduring fascination with the unknown. From ancient pebbles and counters to modern proto-physical pieces, sortilege has come a long way. This ancient form of divination, once a simple practice of casting lots to glean glimpses of the future, has evolved into a sophisticated craft of magical manipulation and complex enchantments. In the early days, sortilege was a relatively passive process. Practitioners would cast their lots, usually bones or other objects of significance, onto the ground and interpret the patterns they formed. They would look for signs of good fortune or impending misfortune, using their knowledge of the symbols and patterns to predict the future. As time went on, these early Sortilegus began to imbue their lots with magical properties. They would curse the enchanted pieces as they fell, using their magic to influence the outcome of the casting. This marked a significant shift in the practice of sortilege, from a passive form of divination to an active form of magical manipulation. In the modern era, Sortilegus have taken this evolution even further. They now use miniature proto-physical pieces in their castings, which represent elements of varying quality. These pieces range from simple stone and wood to more precious materials like lead, silver, pewter, brass, and even gold. Each piece carries its own unique enchantment, allowing the Sortilegus to cast even more complex and powerful spells. The use of these advanced materials has also increased the potency of sortilege. The spells cast by a Sortilegus can now have a far-reaching impact, affecting everything from a person's physical attributes to their health points. This makes sortilege a powerful tool in the hands of a skilled practitioner, capable of devastating effects. But despite these advancements, the core of sortilege remains the same. It is still a practice of divination, a way for the Sortilegus to see into the future and manipulate the world around them. It's a testament to the enduring power of this ancient craft, that it has not only survived, but thrived and evolved over the centuries. Sortilege continues to evolve, its practitioners constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Whether using ancient bones or modern proto-physical pieces, the Sortilegus carry on a tradition that has been passed down through generations, constantly redefining what it means to cast lots and see into the future. The practice of sortilege doesn't just predict the future, it can shape it. Imagine having the power to influence outcomes, to change the course of events, or even alter someone's fate. This is the profound impact of sortilege. A Sortilegus, a practitioner of sortilege, can use this ancient form of divination to bring about good or misfortune. The key lies in the patterns formed when the lots, or castings, fall to the ground. These patterns are not random. They are messages from the universe, divine signs that can be interpreted and manipulated. The power of sortilege is vast and multifaceted. It can be used as a tool for guidance, providing clarity and direction during uncertain times. But it can also be wielded as a weapon, used to inflict harm or bring about misfortune. The intent of the Sortilegus is crucial. Take, for instance, the ability to affect scores. By investing magic points, a Sortilegus can subtract from a subject's attack, defense, or evasion. This could be used to give a friend an advantage in battle, or to weaken an enemy. But the power doesn't stop there. A Sortilegus can also subtract from any attribute of their choice, provided they invest enough magic points. This could be used to decrease a rival's charisma, or to hinder an opponent's intelligence. And for the truly skilled, they can even affect health points. For every 3 magic points invested, a Sortilegus can subtract from a subject's health. This could be used to heal an ally or to harm a foe. Yet, the use of sortilege is not without its risks. It is an energy-intensive practice, draining on mana reserves. Moreover, the success and duration of the spell depend on a role of resilience versus manipulation. In the hands of a Sortilegus, sortilege is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. It all depends on the intent of the user. With great power comes great responsibility, and sortilege is no exception. As we look to the future, what role will sortilege play? How will it continue to evolve? A question that resonates with us as we delve deeper into the intriguing world of sortilege. As we've seen in our journey so far, this ancient practice has shaped cultures, guided decisions, and wielded power in ways that are both awe-inspiring and, at times, terrifying. In the future, we can expect sortilege to continue its evolutionary journey. Just as the bones and stones of yesteryears gave way to intricate proto-physical pieces, the tools of sortilege may further refine. We might envision a time where pieces are imbued with even more potent enchantments, or perhaps with the ability to tap into previously unexplored realms of magic. But the evolution of sortilege is not just about the tools, it's also about the practitioners, the Sortilegus. As they gain deeper understanding and mastery, their ability to interpret the patterns and harness the power of sortilege could reach new heights. We may see Sortilegus who can cast lots over greater distances, or who can manipulate outcomes with unprecedented precision. As sortilege grows in power, it's crucial to consider the ethical implications. Much like any potent force, sortilege has the potential for both great good and great harm. It can guide us to better futures, but it can also be used to manipulate, control, or harm. The future of Sortilege must be one where its power is used responsibly, with wisdom and respect for the free will of others. We must also consider the societal implications. As Sortilege becomes more advanced and potent, how will societies adapt? Will we see laws regulating its use? Will there be a greater demand for Sortilegus, leading to more people dedicating their lives to this ancient practice? These are questions that we need to grapple with as we step into the future. As we continue to unlock the mysteries of Sortilege, we must remember to use this potent power wisely, for the good of all. The future of Sortilege holds immense possibilities, but it's up to us to ensure that it's a future that benefits everyone.